Manchester United 26 years until Fergie came.
Okay.
Chelsea 50 years. Manchester City
Liverpool.
56 years. Liverpool 35
32.
years.
30 years.
32.
30 years.
Okay.
Only Arsenal 22
now,
years.
This
Collectively.
you see, like
Now the real banter is Man U. 14
Arsenal,
years.
For Arsenal, this is because it came in our years, in our era. We experienced it. We lived it. You see, that's why it's really for like teams like Chelsea, 1950s. I was not born. I can't feel that.
but a team is made of history.
Which history?
Bro,
Yeah.
I wasn't a Chelsea fan 50 years ago.
Even your parents were not thinking about it.
A team cannot be a team without history. Yeah?
You know why we feel for Arsenal? Because 22 years we grew with it, we lived it, we went to school with it. You see, that's why we make a joke of it, because this is something we have experienced live. For those other years, man, I even my father, I don't know if he knew there was English football those years.
Man, let's give a round of applause for Bruno Fernandes. Many guys may say, oh, it's because this and this, but assisting 20 goals.
But you guys are praising Fernando like as if he has scored goal. Remember, De Bruyne gave out 20 assists, 8 goals.
Wait, which team? Wait.
Titi,
Wait. Okay, go
20
on.
goals, 24 goals, 20 assists.
And then, the assist for Bruno.
Then you're
most
comparing
of them are set pieces.
and penalty.
You see, yeah. Those are set pieces.
Penalty assist.
How many penalties?
You see,
4
like
penalties.
someone like Henry, you'll see it's 20 assists.
You cannot
20
compare.
clean assists.
Yeah.
Open play assists.
Open play, not
You see,
free kick, not
free
set
kick,
pieces,
whatever.
not nini.
Okay.
Then you're
it's
comparing-
great. He has come
You're
close to
comparing
the
Henry with
greats.
Bruno.
But
Surely.
you are going overboard by
Surely.
doing that.
Surely.
Okay, let me land. Let me land.
You're taking it a step too
Yeah,
far.
you are.
Let me land.
That's now insulting Henry, man.
My friend, we are taking this league and the FA Cup.
They will forget
and the
football.
Carabao Cup. You see,
They will forget football
We
like
will not
Manchester
forget-
United.
Oh,
we are
it
not
was
Manchester
we are
United,
winding off.
you
We are
see.
winding off.
And the stars are already aligning for us.
Man, don't start
You
with the
see,
start. Don't start with the stars.
This is just
Don't
for
start
one.
with the
Let me
stars.
tell
Only
you-
one for the
Don't
road.
start with the
Only
stats.
one for the road. Only one for the road. You see, the last time Arsenal won the league, who won the league the next season?
Chelsea.
Yeah. So
Goddamn.
I've been doing this month for the last 2 months. I've been doing this month. The months are not working.
If he is the one who decides to sell Mbeumo, he will perform for us.
Arsenal hoye!
Arsenal oye. Kondakas.
Oye! Champion!
Mko na ujinga sana. Mimi sipigi intro, watu Arsenal ndo mtapiga intro. Nitasema nini? Nitasema nini?
Yeah.
Ha?
Itabidi tumeipiga.
Nitapiga niseme nini?
Aipiga tu.
Ya. Ni ngumu.
leo ni agenda ni champions.
Sasa ni champion. Unatucongratulate. God of honor.
We are the Gunners.
We are the Gunners.
Arsenal.
Kuna Jose hoye!
Oye.
Yo, welcome guys to another week of the Triple Cup Show. A very nice and easy week. Unfortunately, not a good week for Manchester United fans. Not an easy week for the football fraternity in general. And then, who was joining me this week? I did not want to do this episode. If I was asked, I was not supposed to do this episode. But unfortunately, I had like 8 guys who wanted to be on this week's episode. 6 of them Arsenal fans. Unfortunately, they are not here. So let's start with the winner's time, man. The big team in the house, man like Jose, an Arsenal guy. 2 weeks, you wanted to be here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, last week, the schedule never allowed us to do so. But this week, you're here, man. What's up?
It's a week of reckoning.
Okay.
I'm happy to be here
Yep.
as champions after 22 years drought, man.
So on the other side, it's the noisier guy, man. Him and somebody else, I will not touch the name. Walinipigia saa 6 usiku just when hata game iko imeisha. My phone was vibrating everywhere. Man like, bro, what's up?
Igwe! Igwe! Nice to be back. Nice to be here.
Okay.
The champion is here. What's up?
Mhm.
Gonna be a great show. This is a league winning show, man.
Okay. On the other side, I got the London guy also, Chelsea guy, man. Unfortunately, you're not rocking your golden. What do you call your Club World Cup golden man? I thought that's what you're gonna pull up today, yo.
No, that we are for Chelsea. We have that little bit respect for the new champions.
Okay.
We need to respect the new England champions because, as you've seen,
Viva.
it's really been long for them. So I don't need to show up with what I've won previously. I'll let them shine for a moment.
Okay.
Because it's their time. Let them shine.
Oof, yeah, man. I have nothing to do.
Amen. Amen.
Yo, so this week I think it'll be an easy kind of a first good episode. Let's start with it. First of all, congratulations to Arsenal. I never thought I could say this.
You're very much. Thank you and welcome.
we welcome your congratulations.
Yeah, man. Everybody was asking me about this game, what you played, the latest one. And I said, even in the group, everybody can see, and I noted down, I said, the game which I expected Arsenal to, the game which for me I was banking for Arsenal maybe to drop points, it was the West Ham game. After you guys won that game, I was like, I'm not here to watching any other game because Burnley is a team which I knew maybe you may draw with it. But Crystal Palace, when you check the stats and how it may look if Crystal Palace win, Arsenal wins, I was like, nah. And then if you're the last like 4 or 5 games which you have said, you have seen how Palace play. I was like, nah, Palace is not a team to bank on. Because see, this week they were beaten like 2 goals. Man City bought them like 3 goals. I'm like, yeah, okay, I even Arsenal. So Crystal Palace game for me, I was like, even the game which you guys played against Burnley, after you won, I came to the group and I said, good thing Man City lost against Bournemouth. They that's what a loss.
That's a loss.
Yeah, they lost against
Regardless
Bournemouth.
of the outcome.
Yeah, I said good because another thing which we as football fans could have is that mentality that we will trust Crystal Palace to hold you guys, and there's nothing bad like that because everybody in the world will be like praying so hard Crystal Palace just to get a draw, and then the reality will hit. Which is the draw is not what it's coming. It's a win, and then it will be done. It will be done for everyone. So for me, I was like, Burnley meisha, kikombe imeenda. And I said it 1 week earlier. I was like, yeah, congratulations.
Actually, me, I was worried from the 3 games that we played: Bournemouth, Fulham, and West Ham, because all those games are derby games.
Okay.
Regardless of the performance, regardless of the team form, derby is a derby.
Okay.
So the moment we lost against Bournemouth, I was really devastated. And I knew something was happening. The previous seasons, we've been bantered. Bottlers. No, I was seeing a bottler somewhere around the corner. But unfortunately enough, we came up. It was not over. We came up against Fulham, we won. We came up against West Ham, we won. And we are good to go.
Man, but I think for you guys, I think the mentality, it's what changed the team. You remember that game which you guys were beaten? Did you draw or you were beaten? And then Declan Rice was the one who said, it's not yet over.
It was against Man City.
Yeah, and he said, it's not yet over. Yeah, it's not yet. After that, I think the team now realized, okay, then we have a chance. Because before that, did you see the faces of every player on the pitch? They were like, it's done.
It's done.
It's gone. It's like it's coming back again. But after that, just Declan Rice coming down and said, you know what, guys?
It's not yet over.
Let's relax, hold it off, and then it was like, it's gone.
And previously, you remember, I think when they had like 5 matches remaining, I said that these matches is the deciders, because when you drop points in any of these matches, just forget about the league. After the Man City game, I think when Arsenal played, and when you looked at the fixtures, everyone knew like Man City, if they have already equal those points with Arsenal, they'll go on a winning streak. Unfortunately, they made the mighty Everton and they stopped them.
Okay.
So now when they drop points against Everton, that's when I left. I decided I will not follow up Man City because that is it.
Okay.
When you looked at fixtures for Arsenal fixtures, there is no much they are going to lose points. Unfortunately, if you look at those fixtures and the fixtures Man City had, there is no way Arsenal are going to drop points.
Okay.
That's where I decided that this league is already gone. And I told you the last time I was here, this league is already gone. And if anything happens, maybe if it will be just Arsenal's own mistake.
Themselves wants to give it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the contrary, just to weigh in as well on this conversation about Arsenal winning the league. This season, when you look at it critically, you note that the total points Arsenal is going to amass should they win their last match will be 85 points.
Yeah.
Compared to last season when we garnered a total of, I think, 70-something. I'm not so sure. But the season when we finished with the highest points, I think in the history of Premier League, was 89 points. And that was still not enough to win us the league. So this time it's 85 points. And compare that to City's in the previous seasons. This is probably the season where City is going, should they win their last match, they are going to end the league with the fewest points in recent times. What does that tell you? It is possible to argue that in this season, whereas Arsenal has shown the determination to defend and to prevent goals, from themselves from conceding goals, they have not shown the hunger to score those goals, especially in the second half of this season. You can count the number of matches Arsenal have won the games by a margin of
1 goal,
2 goals. Yeah. Compared to City, City is a team that has had a fighting spirit, but for some reasons this year, they have not been what we have known City to be.
Okay.
And for me, if you ask me, one can arguably say that it is City who have lost the league as opposed to Arsenal being the team that has won. Because a team that competes for the title really does not have to be relying on the outcome of its competitor for it to win the league. You have to be winning all your matches, score those goals, win the league decisively, like Liverpool did in season 20. Was it 2020, 2021?
The COVID one. Yeah, the COVID one, yeah.
Yeah, the COVID league.
Yeah.
By over 20 points. That is how decisively a competitive team does in terms of winning the league. So come next season, I think the biggest challenge my team will have to address is the hunger for goals.
Okay.
That one will enable us to dominate the league in seasons to come.
Okay, fine. I don't. Okay, it may seem like we are coming from a point of like we are angry, but I don't think. I think it's a conversation that we all should have. Either Arsenal sides, either Chelsea side, like the whole Premier League this season. It's one of those seasons which here on the pod we have like week in week out. We have always said this is the season where the VAR and the refereeing team has not been that what we expected them. They were below the according to me, they were below the belt. Because Arsenal, yes, you have won, we accept it. But if you check the chances along the way, there were some calls which were made, according to me. If those calls were called right, I don't think you guys could have won the league. Because tell me why. How comes you guys have won the league without 0 penalty on your side, and then also a 0 red card? But if you see the calls on the pitch, man, there were so many calls for you guys to get double the second card to be a red card. It was not given. You guys was had chances to get a penalty for you guys to be given. And then it's like many people now are saying, okay, you have win, but it's not a clean win. It's not that clean win as we may say, but okay, you win. But there is that bad part of it.
But
I will disagree.
To add on to also me, I will disagree with the Daoud.
Okay.
Because when you look at the trajectory from the start of the season, Arteta has managed to control each and every single game when he plays compared to last season. Also the approach of the players during a foul making, you can see the players have tried to control themselves in matters of anger, behavior. Because last season, a game like when we played Brighton.
The Trossard one?
The Declan Rice.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Again, when we played against Man City, Trossard red card. So it was this season it was a way of controlling the game and the anger management.
Okay.
That's why we've gone full season without a red card and a penalty.
No, but I'm saying yes, you have.
And to make the matter worse, I don't see as to why people are saying that the referees are favored us in such a way. But when you look at the aspect of the whole season, 90% of the games we've tried to manage and control.
Okay.
In matters of red card, yellow card, and penalties, we've not even conceded any foul near the box against our opponents.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, we have really improved in terms of discipline, and like Jose has correctly observed, in the previous seasons there was lack of consistency when it comes to discipline, and where that happens, that we have had a player sent off for something that could easily be avoided, you get the team losing 1 or 2 points. When that happens 2-3 times in a season, and then you end up finishing second by 2 points, the winner winning the league by 2 points, you clearly see where the problem was. So discipline is one area that we have really improved in. But also concerning that issue of VAR, I really don't agree that Arsenal are the biggest beneficiaries. These are situations that today favors you, tomorrow it is against you. It is similar to when Saliba, I think there was a game, was it Chelsea? We were playing, was it Chelsea? And there was a player. There was a player who okay, I can't quite remember. Let me not miss.
Okay, there is one chance. There's one. Okay,
no, wait. Especially now that I am celebrating, there are too much information that I may not remember.
Okay.
But I remember there has been instances when Arsenal have been denied opportunities by VAR. Their goals scored have been
even in
out.
in the first I think 5 games when we played against Newcastle. You remember Yokere's penalty?
Okay.
Actually, yes. Yeah, and that has also happened.
It was a clear penalty.
Every other team. Yeah. So about VAR, it is really unfair to restrict that discussion as one that has been designed to make Arsenal champions. I think Arsenal has really worked hard for this title.
Okay.
For the English refereeing is really poor, and this season it has really been the poorest we've ever seen. As a Chelsea fan, I can attest to that because we recently lost a final to Man City due to poor officiating also. And then against you people, Arsenal, in the Carabao Cup, we lost the cup because of some poor officiating too. And these are just English referees.
But you guys had anger management during that game. The entire game, as Chelsea players, Cucurella, I don't know, he was grabbing Saka left, right, and center. There was not even a single yellow card Cucurella was given.
And we had clear penalty calls in your box, but it was never given. You see, and then there is a match. I think it was the league, whereby
Pedro, man.
I think it was Pedro. He was attacked openly in front of the referee with Merino. Merino just went to Pedro with the high boot in front of the referee. Nothing was done. Even a yellow card was not issued.
Man, also the Pedro also on the penalty with the Raya.
It is the intention of the foul.
It's not intention.
No.
He wasn't even playing the ball. He wasn't playing the ball. He played the foot.
This is the thing I was saying.
He played the foot of João Pedro. You see, nothing. He was not even cautioned. Okay, And the Burnley game, you see, before the Havertz incident, there was Trossard. Trossard manhandled a Burnley player. No ball in place. Ball in sight.
But before you look at Trossard, remember Hannibal and Fleming, they were all worked out the entire game from the start.
This is what
they were bullying us.
But they got a card.
This was just
remember Hannibal during he tackled Gabriel even without a ball. He nearly injured Gabriel.
He got a
yellow for that.
Not
he got a yellow card
after that.
No, he got a yellow card.
After three fouls.
Everyone was given a chance. Gabriel was given a chance.
not given a yellow. You see, that's the issues people are trying to say. You see,
VR is only faulty when Arsenal has
it's not faulty. It's not
has won the champion.
These issues.
The Premier.
It's not like we have an agenda. This is just we are pointing out the issues where there's no agenda. We're just pointing out where the VR.
Let's talk fat. Manchester United game. What did Gabriel did? What did Gabriel did to Bayandi? He was it Saliba? I think Saliba. He pushed Bayandi hand by big falls, but nothing happened. And then it was made. And then they made a goal. It was clear. Went another game. When you guys played against Aston Villa, the one, Declan Rice he used his hand to push the ball. It was not given. Again, also...
Let me assist you.
Wait, relax. Let me point it out. You remember the game when you guys played against Newcastle? The push which Gabriel did. He elbowed Walter Made. That's a clear call. The one you said also, Merino, I can't remember the game. First, he already had a card. The second one, again, he did the same game, Newcastle. He went against, I think it was Wisa. Man, there was nothing given. Come to this Newcastle game. The referee was given, even you can hear the audio, it's only that you cannot play it. The referee was told only what transpired only when Raya was being held. But before that, before even the play, you could see Rice was on the wrong. Was it also Trossard? Trossard was the first one starting it the wrong, followed by Rice. And you guys were grabbing each other. And I'm like, yo, let's be serious. Let's be real. If it's going back to ball, let it be real, you know.
You know, VR acted upon the movement of the players, not before.
The same thing I'm saying. See that call and go check your game against Aston Villa and then tell me what's the difference.
But let me assist you. You see, when you are looking for an error in any game involving Arsenal and another team, you will not miss an error. You will definitely find an error. And that will definitely back up your argument that VAR has been designed to assist Arsenal this season. I will want you to also do exactly the same to a team like Burnley and any other team. Burnley, Everton, Burnley, West Ham. Try getting an error in any of the game they played where the referee's decision was wrong, and you will not miss an error. You will always find something that the referee did in any game, be it Arsenal, Man U, Burnley, even all Manchester United games.
And to add on to that,
miss something.
Also, you remember the game Brentford? It was Brentford against Man City. Bernardo Silva.
Okay. The tackle.
The tackle. He was the last man.
Last man, yeah.
But Vieira did nothing.
It did nothing. And then on top of the decisions referees make, look at also the impact of added time. So 6 minutes are added. And then the match continues up to the 99th minute. You wonder what is happening. A team scores on the 98th minute and the goal stands. I remember the match between Crystal Palace and Liverpool, which Liverpool lost. I think it was at the beginning of those first matches, those early matches of the season. Crystal Palace scored a goal way after the time had the time that had been added had lapsed, and the goal stood. Nobody complained that Crystal Palace were being favoured, especially now that there is nothing they stand to benefit. these small errors or errors that are inevitable in any game, because we cannot have a perfect game.
Yeah.
These are games that are they are managed by humans.
Yeah,
we cannot have
something
100%.
something that is man-made. It has to, it has to have errors.
It's born by error.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. And in that case, if we start projecting every error that happens, then you will always find fault with even the eventual winners. But that is not to say that we have not had moments when referees have shown really serious levels of inconsistency. I think there need to be an improvement so that the decision made in game 1 or in a match pitting Burnley and West Ham, the same decision should apply in a similar case where Arsenal is playing Man U or City is playing Everton. Let us have some inconsistency, because that will at least guarantee justice in the English Premier League.
And when you people say it's like it's an agenda, it's not an agenda. Even the Pgmol has come out in two, 3 of your matches to accept that the referee calls were not supposed to be the way they did. You see, and this is the referee body coming out, the referee executive coming out and saying, okay, there was a mistake in this match and this match. And then also Man U, last game they had against
Nottingham Forest.
You see, they had there. That is even also the referee body came out and said, okay, that should be in a handball. You see,
okay.
So the English refereeing really needs to improve on that. Like that was a deliberate handball. There is nothing like you are going to check VAR. You disallow that and give a yellow card if it's necessary. You see.
Okay.
So what you are just urging the Premier League and the FA, man, they should really during this World Cup period. I know most of the referees are not going to World Cup, so they should really go back to class.
But also let me put it like this: we should not also blame VAR and the referees. At the start of the season, all the teams starts at 0 points.
Okay.
So it's upon even the teams to perform better, so that we can avoid these controversial
but sometimes
issues of VAR. Because if let's say, always VAR is a man-made thing. It will always have errors.
No, but the problem, okay, this is what
will always have errors.
This is what I say. Wait, Mike. I'll tell you everybody this. What does VAR looks to get those angles or whatever they look at? It's the camera.
The camera and the movements of the players.
It's the camera. This my thing. It's always the camera. So in each and every game, the cameras will never change. It will be the same angles. They'll have to look at it. The second thing, it's who it's looking at it. Because some games, there are some guys who have been now criminal. They should be prosecuted for that.
Let me give you an example.
Because no, let it land. Let me land first.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. For like, if you say like how you're going previously, it was the call of the referee how he thinks it falls, because he does not have that second angle to replay the move.
He was only relying with
what he see and the lightman see.
Yeah.
But now, due to the improvement, now we have cameras. At least he has a chance to be given like 2-3 more angles to check at it. But the problem is now, who's the guy who's managing the VR? Because those are the guys who go for those angles, which they think, which according to them, they think it's showing what happened. As compared to me, which I'm thinking, okay, you have the VR thing, the whole of it. Why can't you play before the contact, on the contact, and after the contact? If they do that, I think now it will be a fair move. Because sometimes the moves are, if you just play when it happened, you may not get to how it ended to there or how it reached there.
Something else also, you see, like the decisions that have been really poor this season, for a team like Arsenal, who have been, I can say they have been favored by those poor decisions.
Okay.
When you look at the VAR and the referees, you will find someone who is a constant in those matches. There is Darren England. Darren England has been really consistent when Arsenal is playing. He's I think is getting those poor decisions. He's the one in the middle of all those who are poor refereeing. If you just want to say, you can go to Arsenal's when almost all these matches that have been controversial for Arsenal, you will find Darren England has been in the refereeing lineup in that match. So that is also what fans are also angered about. How comes he's the only one getting this wrong?
But fun fact is the rules of the games have changed.
The rules have changed.
Decades ago, a handball was a handball.
Yeah. Provided it's below the shot line.
Below the shot line, a handball
that's
is
a handball, yeah.
Right now, even when I'm tucked, my hands are tucked near my body, it's not a handball. Whether it's in the box, whether it's where, it's not a handball. But before it was a handball.
Yeah.
So in the aspect of VAR, I always say they don't look at what that player has done. They look the motive of that player. What was the motive of that player?
But sometimes,
the motive of that player, was it the ball? Was it the opponent to create a foul, or what was it?
Okay.
That's why the cameras, when the external officials, the VR officials, they look at what was the motive of that player. That's why you might see, for us, when we are outside, we see this is a clear foul. But we don't really see, was that the motive of that player?
But how can you judge a motive?
And for the referee to go to the screen, he must be told, okay, we didn't say that very well, so you can go to the screen and check it yourself.
I think sometimes also the decision of the VR officials, sometimes they cannot really tell. It's upon the referee's decision now.
The VR views it, and they have their own decision.
They give it
but they let the referee now to decide
whether it's a penalty, whether it's a foul, whether it's a corner, whether it's a handball.
So I'll use the United example. Everyone saw this is a clear handball. You see, the referee had to go also to the screen to confirm if it's a handball or not. He went to the screen, he came, no handball. How come?
I believe sometimes even the VR officials, they avoid the blame game.
They don't want to get their hands dirty.
Yeah, they avoid the blame game. Because when you look at some scenarios, as we are outside, but you see now this is a foul. But the moment you see the communication team between the VR and the ref, there's something they are communicating that they're not disagreeing until
the referee goes there. Okay.
So they will decide upon
what the ref says.
So you say, like, now such a decision, it cost Forest points.
But
because
you see,
if it was a handball, they could have gone draw and they would have.
But also Manchester United, they have been favored because the head of refereeing is Howard Webb.
That's what I'm trying to.
He's the communications director of.
So this
Pgmol.
We just have to.
Howard Webb is the kingpin of refereeing, he supports Manchester United.
The whole referee body should be just nuked.
Okay.
And we form another new referee.
Football can be played without referee.
No, I think England
but
also.
Just to add on that, I think I would just reiterate what Guardiola said, and I've had Jose repeat the same here, that VAR should not get us to a level where we are making football as a sport a technical sport. It doesn't need to get to a level where playing football is a matter of science, mathematics, and all those things.
True.
You just it needs to make us better. You have 90 minutes to win or lose. If the VAR, according to VAR, the decision made is unjust to the eyes of the fans, you have another opportunity to make it better. So let us win the games on the pitch, not on VAR. It shouldn't matter how VAR rules, because the only moments when VAR comes to confirm the validity of an action on the pitch is when there is controversy. We need to focus more about focus more on improving football by making football remain an art and a form of entertainment, as opposed to a technical sport that only appeals to a few elite, because that one is going to dissuade people from watching football, where decisions become technical and decided by cameras as opposed to the rules as we know them, interpreted by human beings as opposed to us. People can stop watching football, and that will not be. We want football to remain what it is. We want, like I was saying earlier, goals to be scored where we will, in a clean way, that we will not even need the intervention of VAR. Let VAR be there to serve justice in the event of controversy. Only controversy, but not every other time where a goal has been scored clean and can be confirmed as such by every right-thinking member of the football community watching the game. They can clearly judge that goal has been scored without any controversy. We don't need VAR to intervene in such occasions.
Okay.
So I think we shouldn't focus so much on.
To add on that, I believe VAR should only be used when the referee is overwhelmed to make a decision.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Okay, fine.
Because even when you look before VR came in, the referees were okay and the decision was being made.
All okay.
Regardless of VAR.
Okay.
But the game is
brutal
yet fair.
Yeah.
Football produced Akina Ronaldinho, Akina Johan Cruyff.
Nobody even was talking about VR. Nobody even knew VR during that time. But I always say the game is brutal but fair.
Okay, fine. Let's leave the VR side. Let's do the VR thing aside. Man, what a time, man. Team like Manchester United, us letting man like Casemiro. Today I'm rocking. If you see this green jersey, for me, it has two guys in picture. Number 6, Licha, and Casemiro. Both of them, they came at least in this season. I think we played much better. So for me, the green always, it's either Cristiano, because also I put it number 6. I don't know why I'm calling Cristiano. Because also he came he played on the green jersey. Yeah, so the three of them. So for seeing, man, I don't know how I can. You guys, okay, leave alone us being like the banters here and there. If you see what Casemiro has done to United, now we are seeing him leaving. You know, guys, we are in a point where like now, what the hell will happen? Yeah,
that's why I was saying earlier on, Casemiro has created a hole inside Manchester United midfield, because at least for the transition of the next season, he could have stayed one more year.
Okay.
So that even the person who will come to fit in, he will adapt very smoothly.
Because now if you
compared even his age,
okay,
and the coming season you're in the Champions League.
Because if you tell me now who's there to fit the shoes for Casemiro, there's nobody. He tried Mason Mount. It never worked that game when Casemiro was off.
Yes.
The Sunderland game, which he made Bruno to come back at least to try to be there. Because Ugarte was the replacement.
Yes.
Nah, he's not.
He has failed
not
terrible.
Even close to be there.
Yeah, true.
So because if Mino gets an injury, you know that midfield is dead, for lack of a good word. We don't have anybody to play that number. Nobody can be there.
I think that is the first signing you should look for this before the beginning of next season.
But because I've seen someone like Anderson from Nottingham Forest. Okay. We have been linked with him.
Yeah.
Tchouameni or is it Valverde or whatever?
Mostly Tchouameni.
Yeah, both of the Madrid, Valverde or Tchouameni, both of the Madrid guys. And also you have been linked with Tonali. But for me, I saw how Tonali plays. I think he plays as Mino. He's more of Mino play than more of Casemiro play. So I think we need somebody who can hold the pressure of the ball.
Manchester United needs a player like Casemiro, a bull in the midfield.
No, plus a person who can hold the ball. That's what we are lacking. Because Mino, he's good with controlling the tempo and pushing the ball forward. But getting the ball from the back or holding the back line, I think that's what we are lacking now.
Yeah.
I think Manchester United needs one thing: seriousness. Manchester United needs a lot of seriousness. Not all those big names. Manchester United has a good squad. Of course, every other season, there will be need to bring in reinforcements just to make the team, be in good shape. When I say United needs seriousness, is because right now we are talking about a rejuvenated United, a United that has qualified for the Champions League, when by January this year, they were actually candidates for relegation. And that that transformation has been brought by Carrick. All of us can say Carrick.
Yeah.
But you would agree with me that this has been made possible by the same players who had placed United at 17th on the league. These same players who placed United 17th on the league have finished third. So I don't think there's anything else United is lacking except seriousness on the part of the United management. Building a team like United, which is still dealing with the aftermath of this great coach who left in 2013. Ferguson.
Okay.
Fergie. United has never won the league since Fergie exited.
It's 14 years now.
Same problem. About 13 years, over 13 years.
Okay.
And that should be a serious concern.
It's a very serious concern, actually.
Yeah, because we want a competitive United. You see, when we have those big teams competing at a top level, that is how we make English Premier League even better. We need the management of United to be patient. A team that is undergoing transition needs a lot of support. Look at Arsenal, for instance. When Wenger exited in 2018, we brought in Emery. He stayed for about 18 months. And we did not seem to be making progress. And then we brought in Arteta. It has taken 6.5 years for a team to have undergone transition and be where it is today. This idea of dismissing coaches every other time, a coach has been there for 2 seasons or less, they are dismissed, another one is coming, it may never come to fruition. That only happens in Madrid successfully. But for the English Premier League, I think it is long since a big team like United has experienced this kind of transition, and maybe the club is in shock. That is the seriousness I'm talking about. The management needs to get serious. Support Carrick. He has shown his capability, and I assure you, just to finish, I am confident that he will also have moments when the team is losing games, dropping points, pressure from the fans about Carrick to be sacked and such calls. We need to support Carrick because he has shown the capacity to steer this team forward. I think all that United need is to support Carrick and the management to support Carrick. That is all.
Okay. Yeah, talking about support. I don't know, man. I feel so bad when I saw this thing happening. It's an end of an era. Man like Pep Guardiola,
but
bidding goodbye.
Peps had long seen the trajectory of the Premier League. Now it's 2 seasons without Pep winning the league. So, and for the last 2 seasons, Pep has been struggling a lot, even in Europe. He has been struggling a lot, and there was a time he said he would one day want to coach a national team. So I believe also Pep, sometimes I always say when a student surpasses your expectations, you a good dancer
knows when to leave the floor. Okay.
And Pep should have left last season.
But I think this was my thinking. I don't know if you guys will agree. If you could have left that, remember last season, everybody was about, you have won the title, but you have the 115 charges on you. So it was like if he left that time, it will be like a way of showing, okay, I think it's going to be, it's happening. It's the truth, But if you stay, you are like, okay, we won with it or without it. It was like, it was a thin. I'll say it was a thin. It was a thin line, because if he leaves when they've won it, but everybody now, like how now we as fans, from other clubs are saying, you guys won by the help of the VAR. Now also I think if you could have left last season, it could be you won that league, because with the if the 15 charges was to happen,
was to
you could
stand
not have won
115,
the 115. Yeah,
115.
yeah. If it never have to happen, then you could not have won the league. So I think it was a thin line for him to decide, because according to most of us, we thought last season was the season Pep will go. Yeah.
I think it is a good thing. Oh, sorry, Mike.
Okay, and you see, like now, the game is also changing, and this you can't be that really. You can't dominate the league alone. Now you see, like now we are having new teams coming up, challenging. Now it's his second season going without the league, while previously he was going like every
3
season.
years, man.
Every season is winning the league. So the game has changed. What he used 3 years ago is not what he expects to use like now, whereby he won't win the league anymore. So I think he will try another league, or like Jose said, he will now try to manage the national team, because I think for him, he has actually managed in different countries and different leagues. So I think he could just say, okay, I've tried everything in the world. He has lived his life, so he will just retire managing a national team and see what happens to it. And for the 115 charges, those are there. Even if he didn't leave that season, the charges will just still be there. Even if he left today, the charges are just still there. You see, so it wouldn't have affected anything, because it's an active case ongoing. We don't know when it will ever be decided, so we can't even know if they will ever be found guilty or not guilty.
Okay.
But 115 charges for 3 years. That's a very long time.
Well,
bro.
Southampton just the other day,
Southampton.
somebody was seen on the
Chelsea.
pitch just recording.
Chelsea.
Leave alone. Chelsea, you are going far. Just
a full season
Southampton-
without signing any player.
Southampton the other day,
1 week ago.
somebody went and watched the recorded a game. Now they're being dropped points. I think they were disqualified from championship finals
Against Hull City.
Yeah, because of just somebody recording. And I'm like, 115 men is too much. It's too much.
Too much.
Chelsea, you guys too. Now you cannot sign above another. Because
no,
of
we have that
gap.
we have, it's like a shadow ban. We have been shadow banned, whereby we cannot go beyond a certain amount. You see, if we go beyond that amount, we will now receive the full ban. So we just need to
just
know
play
how
the books.
to regulate our spending this summer.
Okay.
And if we return a better profit, like they said, I think the shadow ban will go on as it reduces.
Okay.
So it will depend with our earnings this season and what we'll have to spend for the next season.
Okay. What do you think now? Your team now, links are in. You guys with Xavi next season?
Yeah, I think this is the great. Even when you see every fan, this is the greatest news since the new ownership took over. Even when you go to Chelsea online platforms, there has never been a unison happiness about a management signing like we've had Xavi, because we've seen Xavi is an experienced manager. We've seen what he did in Bundesliga. He went invincible all season, and he only lost one match, and that was a final in the Europa League final. So with these tactics and what he was trying also to do at Madrid, I think we've really gotten a game, a game whereby
In Madrid, he was sabotaged
he was sabotaged
by players.
So when he has come to Chelsea, he has come as a manager. He has not come as a coach.
As a coach.
So he has more power, whereby he will have to decide on who he wants to play and who will not play for him. So we'll see a lot of changes coming next season. And I think for the players we have going into the preseason, that will be their test now to prove themselves if they want to play for Chelsea or if they want to move on. We have heard also some rumors about some players who want to leave. So Xavi will sit with them. He will decide. He will negotiate with them. If a player doesn't feel like he want to play, we can't deny his wish. We can let him go instead of keeping an ungrateful player in your squad.
Okay.
So I think what Chelsea need to also build is we should not have player favoritism. Like we only favor a certain player. That thing really kills a club. We have to create a club, a football club. We don't have to create a football team only around a certain player, a certain profile of player.
It's not a cult.
If that player decides not to play, our whole project is underwater. You see.
Okay.
We need to play as a team, and I just
like Arsenal.
Yeah, and you see like Arsenal when their squad also. You can see how they assemble their squad. They don't have that big name stars in their squad, like who will cause divisions among the players. Or this one don't want Arteta, this one want Arteta. You see something like that is happening at Madrid, whereby players have that power to choose a manager. That is something that is killing coaches is killing teams. I was also to say about Man U also. You still have that thing in your team, Man U, whereby there's those players who have a say on which manager can stay or which manager can't stay.
You know, like right now I can tell the favorite player of Manchester.
It's Bruno.
Yeah,
it's Bruno.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So if Bruno says something about a coach, you have to be in good terms with Bruno for you to stay in Manchester United. So we don't want
Carrick admitted it.
So we don't want such.
And what
he gave
Mike,
Bruno.
Mike, what you are saying is so important, and you can also back it with a similar experience in PSG before Mbappe went to Real Madrid as part of the sweetener.
Yeah.
To convince him to stay to PSG, he was given some powers that is going to be among the people making decisions on which player is coming.
And
even with those powers, PSG got nowhere.
Yeah.
But the day he left to Madrid, PSG
they are now performing well.
Today playing their second final of the Champions League.
How will I tell my kids that PSG left Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe and went to Dembele, Doku, and Kvaratskhelia as their attack and won Champions League twice. It's coming.
The same way we saw the original Galacticos during our era from 2000 to 2007. Real Madrid, they had big names, but they went nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see, so sometimes
it's really not about
because everyone
wants to rule.
I'm me.
I'm the big fish.
I'm the big fish.
You need to create a team that is playing
like Arsenal based on discipline.
Because you know, I was seeing a funny stat. Luke Shaw has never scored, I think, in 3 years. Yeah. Now he scored a goal now.
Ever since the long-term injury.
Yeah. Now he has scored a goal now. Can you imagine he has equaled the number of goals scored by Martinelli? Who's your Who's your attacker? He has equaled the number of goals. Super sub Garnacho has scored on Chelsea. He has equaled the same number of goals which your striker D-Lap. You got him, man.
But Luke Shaw is a Bukora.
No.
Luke Shaw is trying to find a place
for the
World Cup.
But he's not going.
Man, I saw that Saturday. I was like, he last manito. He card in his safi.
Luke Shaw is a great player, but injury
wait a
prone.
minute. Even Hey, Luke Shaw has the same number of goals as your captain,
Odegaard.
I'm like, yo.
Odegaard was injured for a while, man. he has been on and off the pitch.
Yo, man.
And this season Odegaard hasn't played.
I saw that side. I was like, yeah, okay. I have some.
At least compare him with someone like Eze.
No. Hey, you know. Eze ni star boy. Always star boy. Ni star boy. Anyway, man, what do you say, man? Sevilla, Villarreal, Aston Villa. Man like Unai Emery. This guy is a mad guy.
I call the Unai Cup. It's not even Europa Cup. It's Unai Cup.
The only time he lost, it's against
Arsenal
and it's
Chelsea.
Arsenal. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, and it is because
6
he was
finals,
paid to make
5
Arsenal.
wins.
No, he was not paid, bro. You know, that was the last season for Hazard, and that was his season to shine.
But when I've seen, okay, let's talk facts. I've seen you guys pulling some stats which are so fucking crazy. How can you guys say Eze? No, not Eze. Like Saka he's much better than prime. What's his name? Hazard. So, you know, you guys are becoming delusional. The things you guys are saying online,
those are two different players.
But then again, I'm listening some guys saying now Saliba versus Saliba na Gabriel. They are much better than the prime Vidic versus Rio. I'm like, yo guys, let's be serious.
No, that's what we have.
During that season, Howard Webb was refereeing.
And then plus, you guys are saying
Howard Webb was a fan favorite of who? Manchester United.
At this season, the other one, the Arsenal, it's better than the Premier League Barcelona. I'm like, guys, okay, you have the one thing I'm guaranteed this season, we are never gonna hear any shit again. We're not gonna say any shit because of that. But this is why the reason why we were not willing to you guys win it because of that, yo.
No, it's been long, so let them have it.
Okay,
we can let them.
Let us have it.
Yeah, because they have really suffered. All those years, we have been the ones making those jokes about their players. Every season we go. No, like when we Chelsea, we were winning trophies.
But
every season we win a trophy, we say, "Oh, what has Arsenal even won?"
But
Something
collectively,
you're a good neighbor.
Collectively, even if we stayed 22 years, do you know that was the only team with the least amount of years without winning a trophy? Manchester United 26 years until Fergie came.
Okay.
Chelsea 50 years. Manchester City 56 years. Liverpool 35 years. 30 years.
Okay.
Only Arsenal 22 years.
This
collectively.
You see, like
now the real banter is Man U 14 years.
For Arsenal, this is because it came in our years, in our era. We experienced it. We lived it. You see, that's why it's really for like teams like Chelsea, 1950s. I was not born. I can't feel that.
but a team is made of history.
Which history,
bro? Yeah. I wasn't a Chelsea fan 50 years ago.
Even your parents were not thinking about it.
A team cannot be a team without history. Yeah?
You know why we feel for Arsenal, because 22 years we grew with it. We lived it. We went to school with it. You see, that's why we make a joke of it, because this is something we have experienced live. For those other years, man, I even my father, I don't know if he knew there was English football those years.
But I don't know. It's going to be mad. Okay, let's say now, because the things have happened, we have already seen. Man, let's give a round of applause for Bruno Fernandes. Many guys may say, "Oh, it's because this and this," but assisting 20 goals.
But you guys are praising Fernando like as if he has scored goal.
Yeah,
remember, De Bruyne gave out 20 assists, 8 goals.
Wait, which team? Wait.
Titi.
Wait. Okay, go
20
on.
goals, 24 goals, 20 assists.
And then, the assist for Bruno.
Then
most
you're comparing
of them are set pieces.
And penalty.
You see, those are set pieces.
Penalty assist.
How many penalties?
You see, like
4 penalties.
Someone like Henry, you'll see it's 20 assists.
You cannot compare.
Assists.
Yeah.
Open play assists.
Open play, not free kick, not set pieces,
whatever.
not
Okay.
Then you're comparing.
He has come
You're
close
comparing
to
Henry with
greats.
Bruno.
But
Surely.
you are going overboard by
Surely.
doing that.
Surely.
Okay, let me land. Let me land.
You're taking it a step too
Yeah,
far.
you are.
Let me land.
That's now insulting Henry, man.
Let me land. Look at your team. It's a good team. I might be wrong saying it. If you compare the Manchester United team winning it with Bruno, as compared the team which KDB won it with under Pep, plus the team which Titi won that bar while
That's
he was
a wrong
playing.
comparison.
Nah.
United.
Let me debunk.
Seriousness.
I want to debunk his theory. You see, they are saying like Manu is not a good club. Since Bruno joined Manchester United, you know how many good players he has played with.
Yes.
Why hasn't he won anything with those players? He played even with Ronaldo. He played with the likes of you see, like Sancho. Sancho cost how much from Dortmund?
100
And Sancho from Dortmund, he was the best winger that time. You see, he was the best winger that time when he joined Manchester United.
Sijakata.
Sancho played with the Bruno and he bottled the Europa League. You see,
Manzi, it pains me a lot comparing
cannot
Bruno
say
with
like
Henry.
Sijakata. But I'm saying
Henry.
compare
something else.
compare them-
Bruno.
No.
Bruno played in the.
Bruno
in the
should be
Portugal.
compared with Lumberg or Wilton.
You see, Bruno played in the Portuguese league. He never won any league. He came to England. He has not won any league. So how is he better at only assisting? Why can't he carry his all his club? He's a captain, for God's sake. Also,
man, football is not
he
a
has
one.
to influence the game.
It's not a one-man show.
This is the seriousness I was talking about.
Let's be serious. It's not a one-man show.
Bro, it's not a one-man show, but the players Manu are signed. You cannot tell us the players are not good. You've signed a lot of very good players.
Look at this week. What did Mbeumo did? What was Mbeumo doing?
Oh, Mbeumo is not a good player now.
What? Nah, I'm not saying he's not a good player.
Collectively, he has scored more than 10 goals this season.
No, but
His first season in Manchester.
The first three. Okay, we are the team after Arsenal again. The first team also to have double digits.
Yes.
For a debut for the player we bring. So it's Kuna, Mbeumo, and Sesko. Both of three of them. 10 goals and above.
Yes.
But I'm saying, if you look at the chances which Manu and Bruno do sometimes, I think he could have broke that record long time ago. But we don't have those guys.
Yeah,
finishers, you know.
I'll give you an example also for even if
okay, if it's easy, why is it only that those two guys were the one who had reached?
You see,
there?
like in Jackson's debut season, you know how many chances he missed? Cole Palmer would have broken that record long time ago. But we had someone like Jackson playing in front of Cole Palmer.
You did suffer.
You
And
see,
he's coming back.
all those
He was on loan.
He's coming back.
All those
from
were Palmer's assists that went out of. They just went like that. Palmer would have already broken that record. So this is for Bruno. He has a player like Sesko. Sesko is a very great player, striker. Mbeumo, he has Cunha.
But have you seen?
You can't tell us that.
No, have you seen what Mbeumo does on the pitch sometimes?
Look at the United, the value of that United squad you are calling not a good squad.
Man,
But
It's over 500
million.
Over 500 million.
But this team came live. This team came live just when we got the revamp.
That's what.
If you check, I think it's 14 assists. It's just after Carrick came.
You see, that's what Brian was saying. Manchester United need to get serious. You have a lot of unseriousness in your club.
Okay.
Because for a great for a club that you call yourself big, you shouldn't be celebrating assist only for the whole season.
Okay.
You went from celebrating EPLs now to celebrating assist. What is this? We need Manchester United to be great so that we have that competition.
Let's wait and see, man.
Yeah. And I was even arguing with George recently in the group. I was telling him, you should not call your team big, bro. Your team, the time your team was big was during Alex Ferguson era. After Ferguson, your team is not big.
Okay.
Yeah, you are just a mid-table
team.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, so for Manchester, actually they need to get serious. George was telling me, Chelsea is a small club. I told him, we accept. We are a small club. We are never serious. We are a club that will sack a manager anytime if he doesn't perform well. and we don't stick to any system of play like that. You see, but even if we do that, you find ourselves winning trophies here and there. But for you try. From the transition from Ferguson era to the new era. That's
how many coaches
I think
have
6 or 7. 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, you see how many?
Nah, not that much.
15.
You're in Chelsea.
You see,
Okay, as we went off. I don't know. The biggest gamble of the season now. It's now either Spurs or West Ham.
Yeah.
Man, I remember when you were starting the pod, there's these guys who are being asked, do you prefer you guys being relegated and Arsenal take the league, or you win something and Arsenal don't? And then the guys were like, you know what? Fuck it. We get to be relegated. And now, man, I saw the game they played. Yes, was it yesterday against you guys, Chelsea? Yeah? Man, I saw the feeling, because I think the play was called like a minute before, some few seconds before the game was end. Man, I saw Maddison, Van der Ven. There were 3 players. They went to the referee and they were like, the time was not yet over. I'm like, yo, what? Because, you know, if you can you check, you remember, I think when we started the season, you came and I was like, I told you guys, I will bank on Spurs for the first 10 games only. After that, I said, I'm not on Spurs.
Yeah,
and that's what happened. The first 10 of the games, Spurs were Spurs. They were so good.
They were at top 4, I think.
Yeah, once they start. Man, but now I'm like, yo, it's now the next game. Spurs are playing against, I think it's Everton. And
the last game, it's Everton. Then West Ham, I don't know.
Leeds are playing against Leeds West Ham. Man, before it was like Crystal Palace versus whatever play, it will be a good game as versus Arsenal. But now I think that's the game that everyone will be trying to watch, because it has the implication which will bring, because man, imagine Spurs going to being relegated.
It's a game. Both teams needs to win that game.
Because I can't imagine Spurs being relegated with those big names: Colomwani, Maddison, Van der Ven, Van der Beek, Spence.
Maddison is an antelope. You see, Maddison got relegated with the Leicester, and then he wants to get relegated with the Tottenham.
So you think he's the bad luck guy?
The bad luck.
And mind you, the whole of the season he hasn't played.
Okay. I think
the whole of the season he hasn't played.
Yeah. You know, he got injured, so you know you can't blame him because of that. It's injury, man. Sometimes, you know, I don't know what to do.
Many players have gotten injured. How come he's always relegated? He's always finding himself on the side that are fighting relegation.
But me, what I can say right now, the moment Arteta has got hold of that Premier League, he's not letting it go for the next 3 seasons.
I agree.
It's the delusional. It's not
being delusional.
Man. It's the delulu.
Okay, you know,
next season.
You know now, the hardest part
was to get it. Okay.
Now the easiest part.
And now that it
is to keep it
in our hands.
In our hands. And nobody can take it from us.
And Slot also came last season. He won.
No, but you know one thing. No, but you know one thing about Anslot. It was not Anslot's squad. Now we've seen the real squad of Anslot.
But he's gone. Is it facts or not?
Okay.
How can you buy 2 players at 300 million?
And still and struggle to qualify for Champions League.
No, but one got injured, man. It
doesn't matter. One got injured. Remember.
Okay. So you are saying one got injured. Look at the players he got. Look at Florian. What? 115 million pounds.
Okay.
Look at Alexander Isak, the one you are saying was injured. 150 million pounds. Hugo Ekitike. 86 million pounds.
How much is that?
What is this?
Frimpong.
What are you doing?
Frimpong also.
Anslot's biggest mistake. He wanted to do instant transition, and it
doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that.
It backfired. It doesn't work like that.
Plus, okay, man, I cannot blame him. You know, look at the front wide. They knew they had Jota.
We have to blame him.
Unfortunately,
but I think also Jota's death really
that's what I'm saying. Unfortunately,
simplified us Liverpool's fate.
You know, because now coming from that thing, okay, as players, you know, you have that. It's a burden on your side. That's one. Also, the person who was going to take that number, look at it. Diaz gone, because Diaz. Okay, the striking of that team, it was either Diaz, Jota, and Salah.
That is Anslot mistake.
But
also
see, Diaz left. so they knew the replacement was either Kitike Gakpo, yeah. But when the Jota thing happened, man, there was no way to fix it. I think there was no way to fix it.
I largely blame the defensive aspect of Liverpool.
The defense, it's only one person they changed. It's only one person.
They failed to
Trent,
Van Dijk and Konate. They haven't been consistent the previous season.
If you say about the change, it's only one person.
I blame Anslot. He failed to bring in Gueye.
Okay.
Then Gueye went to Man City.
Okay.
Look at now Man City.
But still,
not that it would have made much difference, because you see, even the profile of players he has brought, those are not ordinary players. Hugo Ekitike has been a sensation in Eintracht Frankfurt, Germany.
Yeah, true.
Look at Isaac. He has been scoring. He has been a threat in the league when he was on the Newcastle side.
Yeah.
Look at Florian Wirtz. He was dictating games in Germany. This
also Krake in Bournemouth, he was a good guy,
had every reason to win the league or to compete for the league. You see, people are saying that Jota's death might have affected the team. That is true, but let us also look at these things in context. At what point in the season did Jota meet his untimely demise? It was even before the season began, meaning that the club had plans to even replace that position.
Yeah, true.
And I think that is how they found themselves, making the decision to sign Alexander Isak. This is a club that had all the time to fix the club. And what we have seen in Liverpool this season is what is it Jose and my good friend Mike said, that this coach was trying an instant transition.
Okay.
It failed with the PSG.
Mm-hmm.
It failed with Man City when Sheikh Mansour took over. You remember when they bought so many great players.
Chelsea bought 15 players all of a sudden.
And then unamaliza number 7.
Okay.
Sasa wewe unafanya kazi gani?
Okay, man.
It backfired.
Mm-hmm.
So Anslot, I think, needs to do a lot of rethink into that squad, and perhaps we might see a different Liverpool, or probably it will be a confirmation that he's not the right person to lead Liverpool next season.
Is it not confirmed that he's gone? Or
No, he said he still has a contract with the Liverpool.
But there are rumors. I saw rumors today. He'll be sacked.
Yeah.
So I'm not yet sure. It's 50-50.
Were those rumors coming from Fabrizio? If it was from Fabrizio, there's Fabrizio Romano and there's Fabrizio Romanzo.
It's the
it's Fabrizio Daoud.
It's from this club correspondence. Like
I think
we have Liverpool club correspondence, like in the Times, like Sun. Those also they get insiders in the club. So that rumors has been flowing around today during the day. So it's something like it has caught fire.
Lisemalo lipo.
Yeah.
Kama lipo laja.
Something that
where they smoke there's fire.
Taken very serious.
Okay, so as we round off, what do you think, man? Salah leaving Liverpool this time, man? I think it's the wrong. I think if I was Salah, if I knew, I could have left last season. If I was Salah, I think I could have left last season.
But it's a good thing because now Salah really this season hasn't been playing.
That's what I'm saying. If I was okay, he was a good.
Too much.
He was a good player. But if I was Arsenal, I think I could have left last season. It could be a good place to live. But this season for him, it's not.
He in the start of the season, he even predicted Arsenal would win.
I think Salah has stopped being a footballer and became a podcaster.
Yeah,
he talks more than he delivers on the pitch.
Okay,
and that has also impacted. You remember the brawl he had with Anslot, even going to the extent of publishing a damning criticism.
Okay,
against the coach, and that for me was not a good thing. A player of Salah's caliber, who has won the Champions League.
He even did not play about 3 to 4 games.
Okay, fine. We winding off. What do you think? Next season, are we still going for FPL?
Now next season.
Are we going to FPL?
Yes. let me put it straight
yes.
here. Let me just put
I'm
it straight
playing
here.
wild card, just for your information.
Next season, all the teams in the Premier League are starting at 0.
Okay.
So I don't want to hear in December that, I want this team to win. I don't want this team to win. We are all starting August 22.
Okay.
The 22nd of August. We
Okay.
are starting at 0-0-0-0.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Mike,
and,
are you on the FPL next season?
Yeah, I'll be, because we have Xavi, bro. Now we are coming in to play. Like, I want us to play once in a week.
Okay.
Manchester United.
Chelsea.
When we play once in a week, our players rest very well. My friend, this league we are taking this league and the FA Cup.
They will forget
and the
football.
Carabao Cup. You see,
They will forget football
We
like
will not
Manchester
forget-
United.
Oh,
We are not Manchester
we are
United.
winding up. We
You
are
see.
winding up.
and for the stars are already aligning for us.
Man, don't start
You
with the
see.
start. Don't start with the stars.
This is just
Don't
for
start with the
one.
stars.
Let me tell
Only
you-
one for the
Don't
road.
start with the
Only
stars.
one for the road. Only one for the road. You see, the last time Arsenal won the league, who won the league the next season?
Chelsea.
Yeah.
God damn. Do you remember the start you pulled?
prepared,
Do you
be
remember
prepared.
Do you remember the
No.
start you pulled?
Bro, we are playing.
Last year, May.
We are playing once in
25th.
a week.
I had
Bro.
I
We
had
have
pinned it
Xavi
for
ball.
you.
We are going to have Xavi
It's
ball.
fine. It's fine.
We just need to sign an experienced defender and a goalkeeper.
If next season you'll remain with
Man, I'll get this. I'll chat this.
Fofana.
I'm clipping this one.
That defender is called who? Tosina
My
Dribiano.
friend, those ones are going.
And this
are-
goalkeeper
they are going.
Sanchez.
They are
Sanchez is a
going.
good player. Sanchez is a good one. Sanchez is
They
a
are
good
going. You
Okay.
see, from Tosin, Cucurella
Who are
also,
those?
he might go. We have Tosin. We have Badiashile.
Look
Yeah,
at
that
Badiashile.
guy, that
There's one guy who plays for, I think, is it West Ham?
West
or
Ham.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's on loan.
Disasi.
Disasi also.
Disasi.
Disasi is a
So,
good player.
We have room for those. We so
The other guy, the Rasta guy who is currently injured
which one?
for Chelsea, defender.
We don't have.
They don't have a dread.
Is
They
it,
have-
is
they
it
have-
not Fofana?
No, not Fofana. There's another guy defender who scored against us in the, is it FA or Carabao?
I don't know.
Not Chat.
Chachaloba.
Chaloba already cut his
He's
hair.
cut his hair, man.
Already cut his
he's
hair.
moving.
He looks
You
as
see,
Resident
we have
now.
like four defenders who are moving. We need to give Xavi everything. We are giving the keys. So next season,
Chelsea,
be
the
prepared.
only curse,
see.
when the curse of Chelsea will be lifted, it's when they will apologize to Abramovich.
Be prepared. No, Abramovich, we don't have a curse. The curse is on UK government. You know, Abramovich, when he left Chelsea without any debt. He lifted the debt Chelsea owed him. That's how much he loved the club.
Okay.
You see. So, okay, wind up. If we'll talk until tomorrow.
The memory is full and these guys are still yet here talking. So, man, big shout out, man. Big shout out. Hey, I don't know. As we wind off, quick one. What's your thoughts as you guys are playing PSG on the final? Trust me, I have the latest PSG jersey, so you just know.
Me, I'm
It
gonna
has
tell you one
happened.
thing. I even told Anto,
Okay.
I don't want to meet Bayern. I want
Okay.
PSG in the final. Do you know why? Last season we played against PSG
Fine.
in the group stage. We won. On the semis, we met. They gave us a good revenge. Now it's our time to revenge.
Revenge back. Okay. So what's your prediction? But we'll come next year. What's your prediction? Only one.
My prediction is not about goals.
It's just a win.
But it's a win for
Okay,
us.
Mike.
I think for Arsenal, they struggle in finals.
Okay.
So that will be a PSG win. Yeah.
Okay, Brayo.
Hater.
Brayo.
It's not hater.
Jose has finished it.
Okay, fine. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, but big shout out to all the people. And then PSA, public service announcement. World Cup is starting, I think, 10th January.
Yes.
10th May, 10th
Yeah.
June. If you haven't buy your boy or your husband a jersey,
supporting Arteta.
a jersey, hey, it's going to be mad. And then second announcement, August before 22nd, still you have to buy a new jersey for the new season. Yangu ishafika. I'll unroll it next week for World Cup. And then for you other guys, man, I don't know where you are. Get your jerseys. Tupatane on Saturday, the final. Man, I'm backing up PSG full house.
No,
and then I have already got my jersey. It's on the way to be delivered. I'm going for the World Cup. I'm still having 2 teams, but I'm starting the PSG because of. So if PSG, tuendelea na French, and then I think I don't know.
What's your favorite team in the World Cup?
Man, France.
Me, I'm going for
Spain.
Brazil.
I have 2, French and Portugal.
Me Brazil.
So those 2 only.
All the way.
Okay.
Hey, Portugal, are you serious?
Man, Cristiano Ronaldo. That's all.
They're not going anywhere.
It's his last season, yo. Man, and then big shout out to all of you guys for listening. Big shout out to man like Joseph coming in.
Yeah,
Sorry, man.
man.
We try to balance the schedule, but it's not becoming easy. But at least today you're available. It's nice, man.
Let me take this chance to apologize for coming late. It's raining. It's been raining.
Yeah.
This side.
It's fine, man.
Walinizuia,
It's okay.
walinizuia nikakuja late. Lakini si
Tumemaliza.
tumewakilisha.
Yeah,
Very
man,
nice,
kabisa,
man. Yeah, man.
kabisa.
And then big shout out, man like Mike. Hey, he has been my wingman this season, yo. He has been my wingman this season. Hey, we started it easy, Manu becoming the team, and then tukawapatia sub. Hey, ameshikilia vizuri. And then big shout out to all the people checking us out, the Triple Cup podcast and each and every social media platform. See you. Be safe, and then adios. We out.
Adios.
Adios.